It's both blinking. Cool. We good.
Oh shit, we rolling.
What's
it's
going
the
on?
motherfucking catch-up, baby.
We might have finally done this right.
I know. I'm saying we here in our undisclosed location. I got my black in my mouth, man. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. Let me fire it up real quick.
This is not near San Diego State University. Just want to point that out.
We in San Marcos, man.
We in Tijuana.
Man, look here, man. I got my hen dog. I got my yak. You know what I'm saying?
Natty Light. All right.
Toast up. I got my mild.
Low calories.
Time to get buck wild, man. It's the catch up, man. It's like episode 8, I think.
Who the fuck knows, man?
Who the fuck cares? We'll figure it out by the time we upload it. Shit.
Yeah, right. What we going in on, man?
Okay, so I'll give a quick rundown. We're gonna talk about, gonna pay our respects to Vegas, man. That was real sad, obviously.
Shit, let's do that off the rip. Cause
Yeah, man.
For real, we got a problem with gun violence in this country, and we're not gonna go. This isn't a political podcast, but we just need more people that are about peace, man. Violence isn't the answer. Come on now.
Peace is the answer, man. Prayers to the families in Vegas, and out of respect for them, I'm going to hit the yak.
I would pour it out, but this is in your house.
We don't pour out yak in here. We hit it, and I'm gonna hit the black for those families.
All right.
God bless them.
Okay.
We're gonna hit some NFL stuff. We definitely got to talk about the Trevathan hit on Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
then we're gonna talk a little our first quarter analysis of the season.
Where we went right, where we went wrong, what we excited for.
I'm scared about that piece. Gonna talk about Cam Newton and his sexist comments.
Yeah, the lowest hit of the weekend.
I'm telling you, we're gonna talk about the Titans.
What's to talk about?
I mean, we'll know. Mike Malarkey is full of malarkey. But anyways, we're gonna talk about the NBA. The NBA All-Star fucking reformat and
it's a
the draft
game
reformat.
That
and then
was cool too.
We might do some freestyling after that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean freestyling, like not me rapping, but like
and by we he means
him. Yeah, he does a freestyle. But anyway, top one. Devontae Adams got his motherfucking bell rung.
Yo, if you saw that in slow-mo a couple times, I saw it the first time, it was like, ooh, and then I saw it in slow-mo, and I almost got nauseous.
I was excited because we don't see that much in football.
No, you don't. That was a nasty hit.
It reminded me of the football that I grew up on and the football that I tried to play back in my playing days.
Oh, absolutely. It reminded me of Brian Dawkins. That's what it reminded me of.
Speaking of playing days, dog, I told you I coached a little semi-pro team?
Yeah.
I came out of retirement.
You gonna go, who's the longest yard coach?
I don't know.
Burt Reynolds? Burt Reynolds gets on the field, the old man comes back?
I had 4 tackles in my debut.
All right, there we go.
Take it.
Tackles?
Yeah.
Shit.
Play defense, yeah, man.
All right.
But anyways, what are your thoughts on it, Sean?
I think it clearly wasn't malicious. Trevathan clearly was just making an aggressive football play. It looks like he went helmet to helmet, but anyone who played football, in the moment going that fast, he just saw the ball be caught. He saw the whistle not get blown or hurt it, and he went after it. It's unfortunate that it was helmet to helmet because that was brutal.
You don't think his forward progress was stopped and Trevathan was just being extra?
No, I think it was fast. I think it happened real fast. Boom, boom. I think it was a football play. I don't hate Trevathan for it. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah. So I thought it was a great play. He's going after him. His pad level drops as he sees Trevathan coming. He's bracing himself for the hit by him dropping his pad level.
Yeah.
Trevathan then hits him in the head. It happened fast, and because he was knocked the fuck out, that hurts the NFL in optics because they're fighting a CTE battle. They're fighting fucking what's the kid's name in New York who's making it hard for football players, the fucking baseball player.
Who?
Aaron Judge, because he's so goddamn big and athletic, but he's playing fucking baseball.
Yeah.
So NFL's fighting all these different battles, finding out that Aaron Hernandez had CTE.
I don't mean nothing.
It doesn't, but it does. It's all about optics.
Yeah.
So seeing a hit like that, they had to take action.
No, and it's literally the NFL's worst nightmare. I guarantee you, anyone in the league office who watched that game and saw that hit was like, fuck. Not again.
Don't put us in this position, dog. Now we got to make a decision that we don't want to make.
It's unfortunate because that's the game, the way the game used to be played. It's not played like that anymore. It's not going to be played like that anymore. And we got to let it ride. We got to accept that that's the new NFL.
I know, but the big problem with it is is most of the players grew up playing the old style. Because think about it. A lot of the players in the league, the established players, are our age and older.
Yeah.
And targeting didn't exist when I was in high school.
No, it damn sure didn't.
So, like, they're having to rework themselves at the highest level with less practice.
It's going to take a while. Just like everything else in our society, change is going to happen once we get to the young kids, and then when they become older, it'll actually become the norm.
But the big thing is they're saying, like, they're going to hold off, like, tackling until, like, middle school. It's going to be flag football.
I mean, you shouldn't, just because the studies are done on the brain, you shouldn't play contact sports until you're 15.
Yeah.
So it should be flag football until 15.
But you know what? Soccer has more cases of CTE than football.
Whew, that would be interesting.
And
look into that shit.
So,
Come on.
but the optics of soccer is so much cleaner, and it's not nearly as American. But my take is he should have got fined. So the league is showing that they care about the optics.
Yeah.
But obviously it wasn't malicious.
No.
And I'm happy they reduced the suspension from 2 games to 1. But I
Yeah.
really feel like he shouldn't have been suspended.
Honestly, this is probably the cleanest dealing that the NFL has had. Like in the way they did this wasn't
right
the worst thing.
Fuck no, they've handled so many things so poorly. They finally did one thing right.
Yeah, they didn't do this completely terribly wrong. It was actually surprising.
Yeah, so let's segue into the worst part of the show.
Okay.
Our first quarter recap, because I'm not gonna lie to you. My first quarter report card, my little progress report, boy, if my mama saw that shit.
Hit me. She gonna spank your ass?
I might be grounded, you know what I'm saying? So, in the gimme division that we just knew the Patriots gonna win,
No.
they're in second. They just moved, they won tonight, so they're
tied with the Jets.
They were tied with the Jets going into today, and the Bills are in first place.
I have a Jets fan in my office who's really bummed they're 2-2. He's
Damn,
like, what are we doing? We're supposed to be tanking for Rosen or Darnold, and now they're 2-2.
Take for Rose and fuck Darnold. He doesn't look good. But the Bills are number 1 in the division. They beat the Falcons.
I called them as a playoff team. I did. That's one of my predictions that's holding true so far. I think the
Bills are the real deal. Like, looking at their running game, looking at how they manage Tyrod. Like, hey, look, Tyrod, we're going to ask you to make plays all the time.
He's underrated. He's good when you know how to use him.
Hey, a few years ago I said Tyrod Taylor for MVP, but that was just a joke.
McDermott clearly shows he can lead men. That's all you got to do. He knows defense.
Yo, McDermott, when he was in college, he was like an all-star team. He went to some random bum-ass school. It was like him.
He's a D-back, I'm pretty sure.
He's a D-back. I want to say Doug Peterson was associated with the team.
Maybe.
And my man's in Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin. He was associated with that same team. It's crazy. It was like 3 or 4 NFL head coaches associated with the same team.
Apparently, McDermott really likes MMA and like mixed martial arts, and he'll eat real good, and he'll fight train and shit. This dude could probably still knock somebody out.
That's crazy. You know what though? I'm gonna have to hit the yak in the black for the Bills.
Hit it.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp. He inspired this.
Wait, one more thing about the Bills. I know we're not doing this in any particular order, but they got the Rookie of the Year at this point. Tre'Davious White,
shit,
the best rookie corner right now.
The Rookie of the Year is Kareem Hunt.
Oh, well, all right. Defensive rookie. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Tre'Davious White, Bills corner. That dude's playing like his hair's on fire.
So I'll say here's where I was wrong in the AFC East.
Okay.
I tried to say Brady was old because he looked like shit in game 1.
Yeah, the defense.
And he's thrown for 3. He's leading the league in passing right now. But their defense is trash. They looked a little bit better tonight, but
a little bit.
Jameis was just off.
Yeah, the Bucs are out of sync. You said it before we went on. It wasn't. You gotta give kudos to the Patriots because allowing 14 points to a team is not bad, but at the same time, the Bucs don't look right.
The kicker left 9 points out there. I'll say he left 6. The 56-yarder, but he had the boot for it, kicking into the wind, and he went wide.
He know Jake Elliott, bro.
That's funny, but and Jameis missed D-Jack for a 68-yard touchdown. He hit D-Jack's finger. Fuck, shit happens.
Yeah.
But anyways, to the AFC South.
Okay.
The AFC South is bottleneck like we expected.
Saints are better than I thought.
AFC, not NFC.
Oh, okay, AFC South.
Titans are 2-2.
Ooh, yeah.
Houston is 2-2.
And trending upward, may I add.
Yeah.
while the Titans trend downward.
The Jacksonville is 2-2.
They honestly, they're exactly what I thought they were going to be.
And the Colts are 1-3, but Jacoby Brissett does look good.
He does.
So
Sleeper in fantasy.
most definitely. So I would like to say that I called this division right. I picked the Titans right. I picked the Titans early.
Okay.
But I said if Deshaun Watson,
Okay.
starts by week 4, Houston's gonna take the division. And
He's gotten better every
Deshaun
game.
Watson is looking better every game, and he's making plays. He's being the Deshaun Watson that he was expected to be out of college, and all those fucking experts who allowed him to drop and pick Deshaun Kaiser first. Yeah, you're probably fucking eating shit now.
I mean, that Kaiser got picked in the second round or the third round.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Not Deshaun Kaiser, but excuse me.
Trubisky and
Deshaun Kaiser got picked after him, but they chose to draft other people instead of drafting Deshaun Watson because the Browns definitely could have got him.
Yeah, well,
you know what? I gotta hit the yak for Deshaun Watson.
Don't get too yacked up, bro.
I don't get too yacked up, man. It's just my first cup.
So their defense is very good, which is surprising. They lost their best corner. It's kind of a bummer because finally, as Clowney gets healthy and gets seasoned and good, Watt hasn't looked himself, which is disappointing. Because when they finally get good and they get a good QB, you want the best defensive player that I've seen in my lifetime to be a part of it, kind of.
Hey, but you know what? They got so many pieces on their defense, and they still look good. The goddamn Brian Cushing got to stay off the roids, though.
Yeah, man.
Like, what
The real life Dad Castle, man.
I'm telling you. I don't have any words for the Titans now. We'll talk about them a little bit later.
Hey, they had potential, and QB's got to stay healthy for you to win this league.
Exactly. The AFC West, maybe the best division in the NFL this year.
Yeah, that's brutal. They got some pass rushers and that shit.
The Chiefs, 4-0 undefeated.
I saw that shit up close. That's a good team.
They're looking good. Like Alex Smith, he's making an MVP case right now.
He feel the heat. He got a little brother in the backseat of the car that won't shut the fuck up, and he's getting angry.
He said, this little light-skinned, good-head motherfucker ain't gonna do me like Cap did me. Not again.
Yo, Sonic the Hedgehog-looking motherfucker, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Sit
man.
down for a little longer.
Alex was like, hey, Rook, happy you here, but shit, take your ass to the bench.
Yo, he might have bought himself. I mean, obviously it's a long season still, but he could buy himself another year as a starter, I believe.
And if anything, he's bought himself a goddamn good contract.
Yeah, absolutely. Or a next team, if anything.
Exactly. And Kareem Hunt, the surprise of the year.
Yeah.
On my fantasy team. Shout out to ESPN for telling me he was good, so I picked him up because I didn't know who the hell he was.
I drove his value up in my auction draft and made someone spend most of their money on him. So they got a good player, but I used his value against everybody.
Look at you being smart with the auction draft. What about the Broncos, man? I think the Trevor Siemian has shown flashes of being
up and down,
but he's shown flashes of being able to take them to where they need to go.
Can I touch on one more thing on Kareem Hunt?
Yeah.
Anyone who looks at a running back in the draft and goes, his 40's not fast enough. What the fuck do you know? Kareem Hunt, I can guarantee, did not have a crazy 40. Because running backs, it's all about vision and it's about balance. This dude falls forward, he's got a low center of gravity, he's got a thick lower body, and he knows where he's going.
And he can catch the ball out of the backfield.
He probably runs a 4.6 or some bullshit. Who gives a shit?
Who the hell is running in fucking compression shorts and an Under Armour top 40 yards straight without anybody chasing them?
Yo, I know there isn't a damn NFL GM watching, but for the kids that will grow up one day to be one, don't draft a running back based on his 40 time, please.
Really? I mean, 40 times are great, but I mean, some of the best players weren't great 40 guys. Jerry Rice wasn't a great 40 guy.
Emmitt Smith, same thing.
I mean, you think about a lot of good receivers.
Antonio Brown.
The 40 is not what makes most of them good. It's the precision in the routes.
Route running,
Unless
hands.
you like Randy Moss, that's a little bit different.
Yeah, freak.
He was also tall as fuck, too.
Yeah.
He had bounce.
Yeah.
So the Broncos look good. The Raiders! Lost their
Got off to a hot
quarterback
start.
again.
Got off to a hot start, and then, like you said, you can't win if your quarterback don't stay healthy.
Hell no, and EJ Manuel is now their starting quarterback.
See, it could be another first rounder who just ended up on a bad team and got off to a bad start, or he could just suck.
I hope it was the first thing you said. Personally.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to see all that talent go to waste. Yo, Crabtree's a grown man now.
I root for black quarterbacks. Where the fuck is Amari Cooper?
I know, he's having a season from hell, bro.
Amari Cooper done had too much of this.
Yeah, right?
Motherfucker can't ball.
No, for real. And then they started off hot, but is this becoming a is Derek Carr now an injury-prone quarterback? Because I think Marcus Mariota now is.
Derek Carr may be his big brother.
No, don't say that. He better than David. Come on now.
David was behind the worst line on the expansion team, so he was damned when he started.
There was a joke back in the day when he was starting that David Carr completes 64% of his passes for 64 yards.
And the Chargers, who are 0-4 and maybe coming back to San Diego, they're a pretty good team.
Who would have seen that coming?
What, them being 0-4?
Or them thinking about, not that they are thinking about it, but that word's getting around. Yay, the value of your team might have doubled, but you got no fans. Your home field advantage is gone. No one cares about you. Everyone hates you. Come on. The only place to go is back down south.
Yeah, bring them back down here because there ain't no football down here. Although SDSU is looking really good. Shout out to Rashad Penny, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's a fucking monster.
Yo, we appreciate the first interview. Expect the second one.
Oh, you interviewed him?
Yeah.
I hoop with him.
Cool.
I think we talked about this already.
Yeah, I think we did.
Whatever.
He a good dude.
AFC North, the Steelers, and AB. Let me just throw everything off the goddamn table because Sean didn't fucking segue like we were supposed to. God damn it, we still did a good pod, but you didn't fucking segue right, Sean. What the fuck, man?
Hey, don't unplug the computer. Bad shit gonna happen.
No, it's on 100.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, whatever.
I don't want to blow my battery out.
All right, cool, whatever. I thought it was part of the rant.
No.
All right.
It just happened that way. I wish I had something I could have thrown, but I'm not going to throw a practically full beer. I definitely ain't throwing this yet.
That's another team like the Titans. A lot of potential, a lot of weapons. They just aren't clicking right.
No, and a lot of it is Le'Veon not participating in all-season shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hurts because you can't build that chemistry. You can't get into football shape without playing football.
He also, a lot of him relies on route running because he's a very good receiving back.
Uh-huh.
And the only way you get in sync route run is to fucking be there at practice.
Exactly. And they got some locker room problems.
I mean, it seems that Big Ben calls people out every chance he gets.
And he's like, I don't want to call so-and-so out. Well, don't talk to him. And like, my thing about Big Ben is somebody needs to call him out because
he ain't playing that well.
he ain't playing well at all. Like, AB may be the craziest motherfucker on the team, but he still balls.
He balls.
And like, he's
honestly, what did you think of his tantrum?
He's a wide receiver, so when wide receivers do anything crazy, it doesn't bother me.
But
I thought it was OD. Don't get me wrong, like LA football player, like come on, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But Big Ben, you can't miss that read. And don't say that your old tight end would have said, oh no, you made the right decision just so he wouldn't piss you off. No, fuck that. You need people to hold you accountable. You got off with 2 rapes. You didn't get held accountable for that shit. So Big Ben, you got this. You just think you're walking on water.
Hey,
no, dog. Somebody got to hold you accountable for some of the shit you do.
Well, let's say one of them was false. We'll give him. He got over 1 rape. Just benefit of the doubt.
1 time false accusation. 2 times Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was like 80 times. Never mind.
I mean,
Moving on.
you know the point,
Bad
baby.
ground.
It happens. You know, it happens more than once. How many times did it happen and nobody said nothing?
Yeah, exactly.
But again, I'm not. That's all alleged. It's alleged. It's alleged.
I think if you're as good as Antonio Brown, and then you gotta look at it this way: Odell's a dumbass because he gets flagged for his dumb shit. Antonio didn't cost the team nothing.
No.
He didn't get no yards taken back. He didn't get fined. He didn't get suspended.
He just looked crazy.
You look, and that, you know what? For his talent, he's crazy talented. You're allowed to be crazy sometimes.
You know what? This team is still gonna win the division because the Ravens are shit. They got their fucking asses punched in by the fucking goddamn Jacksonville. Let me fix my mic.
I just want to make sure you projecting right.
The Bengals are shit, and I picked them to go to the playoffs. I'm a dumbass.
Lord.
I believed in their defense, and I said, you know what? AJ Green's gonna be back. They got the woman beater Joe Mixon. I think that I was like,
yeah, a lot of people thought he was gonna be a lot better than he is.
he's not, and
It's
but
early,
their
bro.
O-line is trash.
Yeah, yo, it's really unfortunate because all right, so they had Andre Smith at right tackle, and they had Whitworth at left tackle a couple years ago, and they still drafted 2 offensive tackles in the first and I believe second round. And you thought to yourself, that's great planning on their part. They're ready for if they both leave, and then both those tackles leave, and the dudes they drafted suck. That's really because that's great planning, poor execution.
But you know what though, with this current collective bargaining agreement, offensive line play around the league is down.
Yeah.
Because the offensive linemen need
And as a
to
result,
practice.
offensive production's down.
Yeah, the offensive linemen need to fucking practice. Like, there's no way to get better as a fucking lineman without practicing.
Well, and the lethal pass rushers in the league are up. There's more of them.
Oh my God, yeah, like they're everywhere because now we have these hybrid specialist guys who should be outside backers.
What was it? Race cars, just off the edge.
But yeah, you just go off the edge and you'll. I don't want you to fucking tackle the running back. Chase the quarterback, bitch. That's your job.
Yo, can we just stop this and just admit that Joe Thomas is a legend? Just for what that dude's been able to do for so many years.
Can we say that he's also a dumbass for not leaving Cleveland?
Yo, for real.
Fuck loyalty. Them motherfuckers ain't loyal to nobody but
Him apparently.
yeah. Fuck that. I'm trying to win a goddamn Super Bowl. Shit.
I just don't understand how that dude is gonna do what he's been able to do.
I don't either, Mr. Smoochie Wallace.
What we got next? NFC?
Yeah, and the Browns, they fucked up the draft again because Myles Garrett isn't playing, and Kaiser leads the league in picks. What's new?
I mean, the QB thing is somewhat expected. He's unfortunate. Health is a bummer.
Yeah, so we're, 22 minutes in?
Yeah.
You want to break now?
Cut!
Push the goddamn button, big baby!
What was it? Soo Young!
Push the goddamn button! Push the goddamn button! So, the NFC East, your Philadelphia Eagles
I am.
are in first place.
Yes, we are. It's surprising, though, how we've done it. We all knew the defense was going to be pretty good, just because of who we had personnel-wise.
Yeah.
But injuries have taken place. Ronald Darby, you see that week 1? His ankle twisted. It dislocated. It was nasty. He'll be back in like 2 or 3 weeks. That's our best corner. Out. So now who's starting is a 6th or 7th rounder from last year, Jalen Mills, and Rasul Douglas, who, although he led the NCAA in picks last year, he's a rookie, like 3rd rounder, and those are our starting corners. That's not great.
Nah, you never want a lack of experience
On the outside.
at both corner positions, especially when you're playing against good quarterbacks and good
In today's
receivers.
NFL,
Yeah.
exactly. Our starting strong safety, Rodney McLeod or McLeod, or I don't know. Either way, Rodney's a hell of a player. He's been injured. Fletcher Cox, our best defensive player, is out. He's been out for the last 2 weeks.
You're bitching, but you're 3-1, and you're.
I'm just saying, but the fact that
we better than everybody except for maybe the Redskins.
The fact that we've done it with our defense banged up, and Carson Wentz has made plays when he's had to.
He's a magical motherfucker.
He is.
He's Harry Potter back there, goddammit.
But he hasn't had the crazy 4-touchdown, 300-yard passing day that we've expected. They've won through the running game, and LeGarrette motherfucking hit the bunt. Yo.
LeGarrette hit the motherfucking mound.
Hit it for LeGarrette. Yo, he looked like a grown-ass man against the Chargers.
Well, because goddamn finally your dumbass OC was like, get this motherfucker the ball. Because at first, y'all wasn't feeding him. I'm like, I get it. You can't get the ball to Garrett 25 times a game for a 16-game season. But he did just lead the league in touchdowns. Like, he's not incompetent.
Well, we have been rotating because we do have, even though Sproles went down, we got Clement, who's an undrafted rookie for Wisconsin, and you got Wendell Smallwood. I would hate to have the last name, but
Smallwood, because everybody's going to assume his dick small. I said it.
It's all good, man. My initials are STD, so like we all got shit.
My initials are ACL. I hope I don't ever tell you.
Oh, wait, real?
That ass.
Oh, that's
my
awesome.
Real name, 'cause I'm the baby.
But so we'd be rotating back, so hopefully he don't get burnt out. But hey, you control the clock. I'm pretty sure we lead the league in time of possession.
And Dallas is like 20. It's like at the bottom, like 22nd.
Zeke, either people are figuring him out. He's gotten off to a slow start.
It's the O-line, man. Dallas is the O-line. We can say with Dallas, their O-line is not looking good. Like, they replaced 2 linemen.
Doug Free retired, and I think Leary went to the Broncos.
Yeah, and
Tyron Smith is hurt.
it's showing because Zeke is getting hit in the backfield.
Yeah.
It's not that like Zeke isn't looking great. It's he's getting hit in the backfield.
Yeah.
And like
Dak is still their skill position players are still playing awesome. Last game they all showed out.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Dez looked good last week.
Yeah.
It was his first week against.
Signs of life.
It was his first week against average DBs. But when he played against good DBs.
Hey, if you play against a Wade Phillips defense and you do your thing, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, but the corners in Wade Phillips defense and what's their names?
Trumaine Johnson is one of them. They traded away EJ Gaines, so I don't even know.
Alright, so who got their jerseys on? Exactly.
No one in LA, I'll tell you that.
When he went to New York, when they played New York,
Yeah.
motherfuckers out here wearing Jack Rabbit jersey.
That dude's awesome.
When he played week 2, he went to Denver. Oh, well, that's just hell for any receiver except for Julio.
Oh, Lord.
And then when he had to deal with my man from LSU, Pat Peterson.
Hey, we got him this next week. It's gonna be a tough one. He a nice dude too. I actually had to talk to him 2 years ago. Really nice dude.
That's dope. And you know, like he's like married to like a doctor chick or like a med school chick.
Apparently, she schools him on film and stuff too.
Like that's I think that's dope. Like
that'd be annoying. I feel like.
she bad though.
That's fine. I just I want to leave football at football sometimes. It's
Fair
all
enough. But in the words of Bill Simmons, the Washington professional football team, aka the Redskins,
oh Lord,
they're looking good.
Yeah, we beat him in a knockdown drag out brawl week 1, and then since then, Chris Thompson, they call him airbacks now apparently, the receiving backs.
Uh-huh.
He's been killing it on through the air. Kirk Cousins is now on a roll, but where is Terrell Pryor?
He's in the tunnel shooting fans' birds. You heard about that shit?
No, I didn't.
So apparently fans repeatedly called him the N-word, so he shot the fucking fan a bird. I'm happy this did not make headlines like dumb shit does, because if a fan called me the N-word, I am well within my right to shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah, just don't hit him.
And I shouldn't be punished when you call me N-word. You know what? Fuck you, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you look at him in the eyes, you say fuck you, you give him the N-word, or sorry, you give him the middle finger.
Oh, hold on. White boy does not say the N-word. Please do not be offended by that, Black Twitter.
Whatever.
Fuck Black Twitter. I said it for you, Sean.
So, no, what I'm saying is that Terrell Pryor, give him it right back, essentially. As long as you don't hit the motherfucker, it don't matter.
Hey, so, the surprise of the division, the heartbreak of the division for me, because I picked them to be a wild card team.
I picked them to win the division.
The New York Football Giants.
Sweating.
The worst part is, they're not even a bad team.
No, you see reasons how they can be good.
Eli hasn't been sacked in 2 games. Odell's obviously back, and he's still pissing on these niggas.
Even though Brandon Marshall hasn't produced, I think he's still in there somewhere.
He had a decent, like a 5 for 60 type game, 5 for 50 type game. Like he's kind of.
It's part of being with a new QB in a new system, and we all know Sterling Shepard has it in him too, and Evan Ingram, their rookie tight end, has been killing it.
Yeah, but the problem is they don't have a running back. Saints, send them AP.
or any of the other guys. They have 3 running backs on that team that'll kill it.
So I just, it is what it is. I'm not a Giants fan. I forgot to run the timer for this segment, but who gives a fuck? Next, let's go to the NFC West. With the surprise of the year. Was it really a surprise though?
What are you talking about?
The Rams. The LA Rams.
I mean, man, I would say it's a surprise. You got a 31-year-old coach. What's he, 5 years older than we are? That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And he's lead that.
Cheers to the homie, man.
Man, right. I gotta hit the yak. Eric Dickerson. I got you, baby.
We might have been in a frat party to this motherfucker.
I'm telling you, I gotta hit the yak in the goddamn mile for that boy. Shout out to Shannon Sharp.
Yo, Sean McVay is killing it.
Hold on.
Let's spark back up. And the flow's back.
I felt like Wayne doing a freestyle when I.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Leave like my mile real quick. Oh, no, I can't drop it, though.
Wrong way.
But anyways, yeah, the Rams are looking good. Like, we knew they had a defense. I knew that Todd Gurley was the real deal, but he was running a shitty offense.
Yeah.
I did not believe in Jared Goff. You add the Bills outcast, which, if the Bills outcast you, you're probably good, except for my man's in New England. But the Rams, it's their division, man, because Seattle
doesn't look good right now. The offensive line hasn't been good for a while, and Russell Wilson can no longer do it himself.
And Mr. Cheeseburger, the hamburger.
Eddie Lacy.
That's fat son of a bitch.
Yo, leave him alone. He just want to eat. Let him eat. Just like Martavius Bryant. Let him smoke his weed. Just let him do him.
Yeah, you're right. Arizona, Carson Palmer's old.
He real old.
I feel bad for Larry Fitzgerald because he's great. He's about to pass Steve Smith for 7th for all-time leading receiver.
He's still killing it.
He is.
Fitzy's still killing it.
David Johnson got hurt, so their season just went down the fucking shitter.
And something to be said about their defense used to be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how many pieces they've lost from it. They still got Patrick Pearson. They got the Honey Badger. They now have Chandler Jones. They got the kid out of Temple. They got some good pieces, but their defense hasn't produced either.
You know the man from Temple?
Hassan Riddick?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I never met him.
I mean, you went to Temple, right?
Not at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. He that much younger than you?
Bro, he got drafted this year.
Was he a 3-year guy?
Probably, yeah.
Fuck, man, we're getting old.
Yeah, we old out here.
In San Francisco, they're trash, as they should be, because fuck Kyle Shanahan, and I hope Sam Darnold stays in so you don't get him, you son of a bitch. That's all I have for you. The NFC North, another interesting division. Detroit and Green Bay are tied at the top, 3-1.
Just point at your face more.
Point at your face, little ass nigga!
That's what makes sure you people hearing you.
No, I appreciate you, Sean. But yeah, Detroit, they are a fucked up rule away from being 4-0.
Yeah, for real. I feel like they're always very good, but they're not a team that's going to blow you out. They're a team that's going to get down by 14 and then win by 14 somehow.
Yeah, and I root for them because I'm a Matt Stafford fan because he's a Bulldog, go dog, sick him. And we're number 5 in the country this year.
And he's gotten better. He's steadily progressed and gotten better.
Yes, losing Calvin Johnson was the best thing that happened to him because now he takes real reads and goes through his progressions.
Spreads the ball
shows
out.
he's a real quarterback, which I believed he was all along. But when you got Calvin Johnson, you feed Megatron. The Packers, who were going to beat the Cowboys this week, I had a friend call me.
I fucking hope so.
I had a friend call me and say, "Yo, I'm about to make a $500 bet on this game. Who should I bet with?" And I said, "Bro, I can't give you any advice on that because I'm not gonna take part in you losing $500."
Yo, I mean, there's a couple I'd make, but yeah, that's your money. Don't even hold me accountable at all.
Exactly. Like I could put a $500 bet on that game. I could maybe bet the over under or the spread. I'd be okay betting Vegas style, but like me betting you $500 on that game, like friend to friend, fuck no, get the fuck out of here.
That ruins our friendship right there.
Exactly. The Vikings, man. The Vikings, they're 2-2, but they're so fucking injured. If they didn't have the injuries, I'd believe in them, and this would be in the argument for best divisions in the league.
Apparently, Teddy Bridgewater is slowly coming back, although I don't believe he'll ever be a successful NFL quarterback.
R.I.P. to Teddy Bridgewater, man.
It's a bummer.
Another black quarterback gone, not forgotten. We love you, Teddy Bridgewater.
I think he was overrated when he was healthy, but your knee can't just explode without a non-contact drill. That's unfortunate.
That's what happens when you're like 6'2", a buck.
$1.90 or something.
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, it's just not okay.
But they've been performing. All right, so Sam Bradford was killing it, and he went down, and Case Keenum, I'm pretty sure, lit the world on fire that one game.
He did, but the worst part that happened was the second leading rusher in the league, second or third leading rusher in the league, Dalvin Cook with ACL.
Yeah, ACL, non-contact again.
You know what? There is something going on with strength and conditioning because ACLs are popping in like the last 5 to 7 years.
Well, you know why. All right, so back in the day, and I say back in the day like the 40s, when football players were very small and probably not a little bit slower probably. So a starting center probably was like 6'2", 195, 210 at most. Mm-hmm. Athletes just are too fast and too big
for their muscles.
Exactly. You're not supposed to be a human being that's like, all right, so Clowney, 270, runs a 4.5 or something. People aren't supposed to be that big and fast.
Fuck no.
Your ligaments aren't meant for that kind of movement. So it kind of makes sense to me while shit's popping.
But I think the highlight of the NFC North is Mitchell Trubisky, the number 2 overall pick from the University of North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Hold on, he plays shooting guard. That motherfucker, he's starting.
Oh, you hear
the
the
$15 million man is on the bench. You know who I want to be when I grow up?
You hear the Space Jam reference?
Yeah, I got you. From North Carolina, Michael. Cry face me, Jordan.
Jordan. All right.
But I want to be Mike Glennon.
Yeah.
When I grow up, I want to be Mike Glennon. I want to get benched and still make $15 million.
To hold a clipboard.
Hold a clipboard. Yeah, shit, man. Fuck this clipboard. I'm still getting paid. Camera just turned off, dog. You hear it? Shit. I pushed the goddamn button again, man. Fuck that goddamn camera and this dumbass. But anyways.
It's all good.
Yeah, so I think I'm done with the Bears here. We're going to go to the most interesting division.
That was fun announcing people like that. We should do that more.
We probably should. So we're going to go to the NFC South where the Birds, boy, you already know.
Hey, we both Birds. They're both good.
You already know. I got to hit that yet.
What's up, Julio, though, man? I hope he gets better because he ain't showed out this year so far. Dalvin Cook has, though. You proved me wrong. I thought he was going to be injury prone. He'd be scoring touchdowns.
Got to hit that black for the Falcons. So Julio, he'll be all right, man. New offensive coordinator, so we're just getting everything worked out. He did get hurt last week, but he'll be back this week. He won't miss any time. We got a bye coming up this week.
All right.
That's
a good
so
timing.
hopefully, yeah, I'm telling you, hopefully him and Sanu come back. My Falcons aren't hungover.
Okay.
We're 3-1. I'm not saying we're playing well,
Playing well enough.
but we're playing well enough. Because, I mean, in the Bills game...
That's all that counts.
Exactly.
That's a W.
Just a W. In the Bills game, I watched the game. When we lost our deep threats, I mean, we're fucked. And we still put ourselves in a position to win the game. And
Yeah. A weird fumble recovery for touchdown.
Yeah.
My defensive player of the year, defensive rookie of the year, Tre'Davious White.
Exactly. And then, Vic Beasley, NFL sack leader, all-pro, DN, one of those hybrid rush guys. He's out. He's been
Race car.
Yeah, hopefully he's back after the bye. But I'm not happy because our division's looking too good.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Cam Newton looked like he bounced back.
Are they 3-1?
Yeah, they're 3-1.
And they've. It's weird. This is the year of the ugly win in the NFL.
They won what game 9-3. Like, they figured it out.
Yeah.
And the Bucks, they're 2-2. They look good in the fourth quarter against the Patriots. I mean, that's not saying much against their defense, but against the Patriots defense, but the Bucks defense looked good all game.
They got a lot of new weapons. They got O.J. Howard through the draft. They got Deshaun Jackson, who might have gotten hurt tonight. I think
He got dinged up, but he did come back for the last play of the game.
Okay, I mean, all right. So they got a lot of new weapons they got to integrate, and Jameis will get in a groove. I trust that.
Yo, Jameis, bro, he's a fucking leader, man. Like, I saw a video on Instagram where he was, like, rallying the troops up before the game today.
Yeah.
And then, like, when they were on that last drive, when the offensive lineman, like, jumped off sides and James was ready to jump down that motherfucker's throat. Like, he was just like, and he stopped himself because he realized, oh, no, I can't do this shit because everybody watching.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, even when he threw the pass to O.J. Howard, he saw O.J. was open. It was, like, probably 3 to 4 yards away from the end zone. When he saw him, he was like, fuck it. If I throw it now and you catch it, I'm hoping your momentum as a big tight end carries you into the end zone.
But then he made a rookie mistake and didn't look in time.
Exactly, but like...
And it was also kind of like, I don't know, Jameis...
Jameis rushed it. Jameis didn't have to make the throw then because he wasn't under pressure, but I understand where Jameis was coming from because it's like, he's open right now.
Everybody expects the go get it kind of thing.
But if you hit him with this right here and you're falling forward...
And you 250, 6'6",
right, exactly. Like, so I think Jameis was thinking smarter than the average bear, right? But but he was looking at me, he was like, I'm like, yes, Jameis, lead these motherfuckers. I fucking love it. Yeah. But in the Saints, they are 2-2, but they are not looking terrible. Their defense is shit. Adrian Peterson is not doing anything, which
But fantasy sleeper, who I drafted, Alvin Kamara.
Their other running back?
Your rookie. He's coming on too. So they got some weapons. Michael Thomas is an emerging threat. Kenny Vaccaro is one of their safeties who's playing real well this year, causing turnovers, being a hybrid linebacker safety. So they got some players.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing that's coming out of NFC South right now, though, is Cam Newton's most recent comments.
That's not the biggest thing. It's the most disappointing thing, certainly.
So apparently a beat writer for some Charlotte newspapers I don't give a fuck about because I'll never read.
And we're not in Charlotte, maybe.
Yeah, and I still wouldn't read it. I listen to national shit, sorry. Asked him a question about one of his receivers. And it was a really good question, don't get me wrong.
It was about Devin Funchess' route running and how he's been physical lately.
Exactly. And Cam laughed at it. I'm laughing at the shit too. Cam laughed at the question and was like, pretty much like, wow. What the fuck is wrong with the camera, man? This shit just stop. Fuck the camera. Let's just keep going. You want to just keep going?
That's fine.
I mean, fuck it. We got enough footage where we can just cut it and then we can just shoot. We can shoot like some shit at the end or like wrap it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it would be funny like it cuts to black and just be like, all right, be like, yo, did the camera just go out?
Apparently it did, but I do still want to put all the audio out without the video.
Yeah,
because I like some of this extra shit that we got in there.
And we gotta go to bed, so like, I mean, like, again, in different places, in different houses, but like.
Thank you for that.
Okay, but
Damn,
like.
that was our gay reference for the episode.
There we go. One. Gotta have one. Gotta have one. But yeah, keep going. Keep rolling.
Yeah, so she asked this like really layered question. It was a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, good goddamn question.
Yeah, it was kind of worded a little weird, but it doesn't matter.
But Cam was like, damn. I didn't expect questions like that from a girl or female, whatever the fuck.
Or about route running specifically.
Yeah, about route running. So everybody got in a tizzy. She got upset. Like, well, I have this job, so it shouldn't matter if I'm male or female.
And it shouldn't.
It should not, but let's be real. This is America, and there are still certain ways we view gender. And
especially in male sports.
Yeah.
And again, apart from basketball, football is a sport that women don't have an option to play for the most part.
Yeah, unless they kick.
Yeah.
And everybody got upset. Dannon dropped Cam Newton, which is dumb. Every sports fucking outlet just went in on Cam. And I'm like, bruh, he ain't fucking Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, bruh.
This is the other side of the coin, though. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we saw all the kneeling, and we're like, oh, athletes are very socially conscious.
Man, that shit was fake.
Well, exactly. And not exactly. They're not all of them are fake, but like to some point, you're following a trend. So we saw the positive to athletes speaking their mind and being positive and being intelligent. And now this week, we're like, oh wait, they can still be jackasses. Like,
I wouldn't even call him a jackass, man. I would call him the average male athlete.
I think it's still kind of a jackass response, but
it's I would say the jackass like mindset.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm not gonna indict Cam Newton.
We honestly he not that we should be held to the standard, but like he makes mistakes. He honestly does. He said something dumb.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be real. Let's be motherfucking real.
Or let's chill. Let's chill the fuck out.
Who gives a fuck if Cam Newton said that shit? Like, I don't. I don't think any more or less of Cam Newton.
He already kind of had a weird media personality at the moment anyway.
But here's what I want to say. I will say that Cam Newton was distasteful in what he said because you are the face of a franchise, and more importantly, you are a top 5 face of the league. And
kids love you. That's the main thing at this point.
And you have
kids
have
love
daughters, and you should be a little bit better.
I think he just had one son. I think he has one son.
He has 2 daughters.
Really?
Yeah, he said it in his apology. You should be better than that when speaking in a public forum. But let's not sleep on the fact that he actually complimented the chick. Maybe it was backhanded, but he was like...
It was backhanded, but yeah.
But he was like, damn, that was a good-ass question. I ain't never had a girl ask me a question that goddamn good. You know some motherfucking football. God damn it, bitch, you know what the fuck you talking about. That's what's going on. I bet that's what's going on in his head. But motherfuckers who think everybody needs to do things a certain way to be fucking water walkers, fucking, let's say what the company wants me to say. I don't want to piss my boss off. Man, fuck that shit, man.
It's unfortunate because we know we live in the age of everybody gonna get offended no matter what you say. There's gonna be a side of it that's pissed off, and this is now everyone's going on the road of Cam Newton hates women, or you know there's gonna be some jackass who's gonna pull that shit out, and clearly it was a ill-fated comment because of the way it was said in the context, and it's unfortunate, but he doesn't hate women. He doesn't. All this stuff has come out about it. He misspoke, and like Adam said, he kind of complimented her, but he certainly misspoke. But we shouldn't. Although we're hitting it with our comments, but at the same time, we shouldn't overthink this kind of shit. People make mistakes.
There was no malicious intent by his comments, and that's my thing. Like
it was dumb, not malicious.
Exactly. Like people were like, well, he had another media incident where he called a female reporter sweetheart. So
what the fuck ever?
That's like me calling the male reporter bro. I'm like, hey bro, yeah, you know what I'm saying? To a female, hey baby, sweetheart, hey. But I asked one of my female friends who's very, I won't say she's feminist. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, she's a feminist, but by feminist, it's pure fucking definition, not like crazy liberal, right?
Yeah.
But like she's feminist, and I asked her, I was like, is it offensive for a man to call a woman sweetheart in a professional environment, even if he's not making a pass at her?
Okay.
And she was like, yeah. I'm like, how come? I don't want you calling me no fucking sweetheart. Like, you know my fucking name, you know my title, just call me by that. And I was like, that's fair, right?
Yeah,
because
that's awesome.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, good point. Thank you for that. But I think the media is overreacting to this shit. They took something and running with it. And look, mainstream media, stop trying to bury Cam, man. Like, let him live.
Or honestly, let him say dumb things and judge it on the spot and then walk away.
Yeah, my thing is, I'm a firm believer in the First Amendment. Like, say whatever the fuck you want to say. Because the one thing I hated about all of this was, oh, wow, even if you felt that way, you shouldn't have said it. No! He shouldn't feel that way. That's the problem, that he feels that way. Yeah, now that he said it. Like, everybody gets caught up on what people say. The
mindset's the bigger problem.
The mindset's the issue, not the actual comments.
And we talked about this because if you think about it from a man and a woman's perspective, you know, I've been in an NFL locker room a couple times, more than a couple times.
I ain't that fortunate.
So you look around at the reporters and most of them are men, but you know damn certain 99% of all these fat reporter motherfuckers have never played football. So it's not a matter of whether you played football or not to know route running. So that's clearly not the issue. It's just a stigma, a stereotype associated with women knowing the finer points of football.
Exactly. And I think that's what we need to look to fight more is breaking the idea that women don't know shit about football because they're women. But it speaks to a bigger issue that we assume that women don't know sports because I mean, when I meet a chick who knows sports and can talk sports,
that's a turn on.
Yeah, my dick gets hard.
Yo, and again, not jumping from that to this comment directly, but my father knows less about football than my mother, and that's a fact.
Man, look here. You say your father knows less than your mother. My mom doesn't give a fuck about football, and the only reason she gave a fuck about football was because I played. And she liked Michael Vick, and Michael Vick was in Atlanta and was hot while I was a young football player. And that's like that's just reality. Like
so it's the two tips of the iceberg. Because
Yeah.
my mom could tell you fucking routes and shit, and your mom just liked it because it was culturally relevant, and that's fine. But so the problem is not in Cam's words, but it is in his thoughts.
And I'm not gonna say it's Cam. I'm gonna say in sports in general. Sorry.
Sure.
In America, women were never expected to be sports gurus, and in this new changing society, people want us to become more progressive.
Sure.
Like this, when it
don't happen like that.
Fuck no.
And it sucks, but at the same time, like I don't hate Cam. It was a dumb comment on the spot, but it's all good because I'm sure even though the apology might be half-assed, I'm sure he's learned from this situation.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm sure he's learned from it already.
Exactly. So we're gonna segue from sexism into what I think may be racism. But before we do that,
okay.
Guess what I gotta do, Sean?
Oh, for what? Take a piss?
Hell no, I gotta hit the yak. Woo! They hen dog, baby. That motherfucking hen dog. Hey, bring me one too, dog.
What do you want?
Whatever you bring.
Alright.
Except for that Angry Orchard.
Alright, I might get that.
And I gotta hit that mile, boy. I get buck wild when I'm on that mile. Wow. Thoughts.
Hey, so the NBA preseason started. Your boy got a league pass. Let's talk some basketball.
Hold on, we gotta talk about the racism in Tennessee first.
Oh shit! All right.
So apparently.
Oh right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I said sexism to racism, not sexism to basketball. But I never mind. So fucking Marcus Mariota's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Might not be playing for a while.
Again.
The Titans needed a quarterback. They tried out a bunch of bums. T.J. Yates, Brandon, we need more people. Whedon, my man's from LSU, was Matt Barkley.
USC, but yeah.
Did I say LSU? I'm gonna say USC. Too much yak. But guess who did not get a call?
Your boy.
Cap! Oh my God! Shout Sharp.
What is it gonna take?
Hit the yak for Cap.
Now it's not only what is it gonna take to get him back in the league. It's who is it gonna take? And honestly, I was thinking about this. Who's the last owner / organization to bring in and sign a controversial African American quarterback?
Oh, I thought you were about to say controversial player. I was about to say the Dallas Cowboys.
No, because it'd be the Bengals, and Mixon. But seriously, who brought in the last African American quarterback who was having some issues in the public light?
The Eagles.
And so I'm thinking about it. Nick Foles, our backup quarterback right now.
He's back with y'all?
Yeah, he's the backup now.
He's hot garbage.
Yeah, it's not a good situation to be in having him as your backup, but it's a backup. So I was thinking, Jeffrey Lurie's done it once. It worked out pretty damn well. Although Vic didn't get us the championship, I'm sure he sold some jerseys. He gave us something to watch. It was fun to watch him.
And he was good.
He was hell good for one season.
He earned a spot.
Absolutely.
He hit DJ. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and McCoy. That was a good year. But so I figure we signed him as a backup QB, and I know you hate this idea, but there's got to be a wildcat package you can install. I don't care if you put him in for a kick return or wide receiver. He's fast. He's coordinated, and while he's not sitting on the bench with the headset on, with the clipboard, you just got to be a way you could use him.
I mean, look here, Sean. That's a very optimistic and great motherfucking idea for your Eagles and PR and all that shit. But look here, Colin Kaepernick should be playing for the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, absolutely.
Mike, motherfucking full of motherfucking bullshit.
Or the Eagles, or the Raiders. He should be playing for the Raiders.
Or the Raiders! But Mike Malarkey, you are so full of motherfucking malarkey. You say, I don't know if we looked at Kaepernick. Motherfucker, you talked to the GM about who they were going to bring in. Motherfucker, you brought in Brandon, we suck, Whedon? Get the fuck out of here, man.
No.
Like, Brandon Whedon is hot motherfucking garbage. That son of a bitch played behind the best offensive line in the NFL. He's the best offensive line in the motherfucking NFL in Dallas. The year Romo got hurt. And he was motherfucking dog shit.
I don't think he won a game. I think he won one game.
Cap played with the 49ers, who are 0-4 this year, and they actually got better. He had no receivers. And he had 16 touchdowns to 4 picks. He's an established quarterback. He's won.
He's now
more than
healthy.
He's lost.
He's healthy now.
And if you've seen him, that motherfucker is big, like back to his hardball days.
Again.
Exactly. Like, what do you mean? Well, T.J. Yates is familiar with the offense. He's ran it before. Brandon Weed and EW. Man, fuck that shit, man. Colin Kaepernick is blackballed, and if you tell me anything otherwise, I'll say you full of shit and you're a racist, and I should slap files your motherfucking racist ass. That's how I feel. You know what? I'm gonna hit some yak for Cap.
It's real unfortunate. There's probably about 6 or 7 teams in this league that would be better
with Colin Kaepernick.
With him at the helm.
And you know what? These angry ass fans, the fans, we gotta make the fans. No, you don't, man. The TV deals is what make the money. The season ticket holders is what make the money. Guess what? Them shit's been bought already.
Yeah, for real. Well, seat licenses, whatever that shit is.
Ain't nobody worried about that random ticket in fucking section 45F. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody worried about that ticket. That affects the bottom line this much.
He did his thing. He backed it up with actual social acts. He went out and gave back and did all this stuff. It's a good dude.
But here's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of all these motherfucking mainstream motherfuckers saying he needs to talk and say he wants to play. He did the article at the beginning of the summer with the man whose last name is King. I can't remember his first name.
Peter King?
Peter King. He did a Peter King article.
Sports Illustrated?
And he said, yeah, I want to play. I'm going to stand for the anthem because I feel pretty much saying like I got awareness and people are talking about it and people are moving.
But and then of course, and I know you understand this. This goes back to you understand. Unfortunately, if you understand who you're going to be employed by, 32 old white men,
billionaire white men.
He I'm sure now understands that what he did wasn't going to be received greatly by them, and he took that risk. He took that risk. And he's ballsy for it, and now it's not just at all because he should have a job right now, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was a fucking 6-year-old white man,
you'd be thrown off by that shit.
Yeah, because guess what? I don't understand what racism means from the receiving end. I only understand what it means from the giving end. And
or being unaffected by it.
Exactly, because there's a lot of racism that happens in the world that the person who is perceived as the racist, they don't realize they're being racist. Because me as a man, there are certain beliefs that I have or ideas that I have that are sexist. I don't consider them sexist. But when I talk to a lady about it, and they go, bro, it's not the 1940s. And I go,
shit.
I wasn't being malicious in my thought.
It's the mindset that you've built up over time.
Exactly, and that's the same thing that's happened to Colin Kaepernick. And it is what it is. But the NFL's not nearly as progressive in its ownership as the NBA is. But
certainly not.
The crazy thing is the NFL is a bit more progressive in its rules because in the NBA, you actually have to kneel. I mean, you can't kneel. You can get fined for kneeling in the NBA. You have to stand.
I would now, as an NBA player, I at this point at least, with what Adam Silver has done, the NBA commissioner has done so far, I would have somewhat of a faith that I could talk to him about something, or at least send him a message, or have someone send him a message, and he'd give an intelligent, progressive thought back.
I would try him.
Okay.
I mean, granted, it's in the rules.
Uh-huh.
I would try him. Kobe Bryant.
Like, do it anyway?
Huh?
Like, do it anyway?
Yeah, because the NBA made a statement like this week, maybe late last week, saying that like we expect all our players to stand. J.R. Smith was like, "Yeah, right."
But at the same time, last season, they were allowed to wear the "I Can't Breathe." Like they protested. They wore the "I Can't Breathe" shirts, and nothing happened. The
NBA is way more supportive. I mean, if you hear Pop's comments.
Oh yeah, Popovich knows what the fuck is good.
Did you hear what Kobe said though?
That he would kneel if he was in the league.
Kobe said if he was in the league, he would kneel.
I think. All right, so I get that you joined the movement, but at this point, the point of it was to raise awareness, and
awareness is raised.
It's raised.
Let me see your action. I don't give a fuck about you taking a knee, bitch.
Yeah, now,
I care about you giving your money where it needs to go.
Exactly, or giving your help and support. Now, at this point, it's just about, oh, I did it too, kind of thing. Like, you know, man, like I think it's just about joining the wave at this point.
Yeah, but since we're talking about the NBA, you want to talk about the draft first, or you want to talk about the new All-Star game?
Let's do the pickup rules that just got established. Let's do it.
So you're talking about the All-Star game, NBA All-Star game. 12 players from each conference will be selected as All-Stars. The top vote getter from each conference, which will likely be LeBron James and Steph Curry,
Or Durant, or LeBron and somebody else.
will actually pick the All-Star teams.
Like his pickup ball on a playground, boys.
I like it. How do you feel about it?
I love it.
I can't love it because I'd only love it if they pick the top 24 players in the league.
And gave you them to pick, kind of thing.
Yeah, instead of going 12 and 12, because I don't think Kyle Lowry deserves to be an All-Star.
I love it because it's gonna create media storylines that are gonna be hilarious.
Yo, Sean, I'm gonna,
Like when LeBron doesn't pick Kyrie to be on his team,
Bro,
that's gonna be fucking
I'm telling
hilarious.
you, like All-Star weekend, we're going to LA.
Oh, absolutely.
Like we don't have to go to any festivities. We can go to like bum ass after parties.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna be in the city to get the vibe, and we're gonna pod from there.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun as fuck.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
But fucking yeah, so I find it funny because if LeBron, what if it's LeBron and KD, right? LeBron gets first pick. You got Steph, and you got motherfucking Kyrie out there. You know LeBron ain't picking Kyrie.
No way, but
I doubt he picked Steph because of their rivalry.
I think I mean, but then you got the chance that LeBron picks one of his boys or just assembles his boys.
The
you know?
banana boat!
I think he'd go Harden, or Westbrook or something like that, because I think there's no way you pick if you're trying to win the game, or at least I don't know, pick the best player. I don't think you go with your boys.
You know what I would do?
Uh-huh.
Just to piss everybody off out of LeBron.
Uh-huh.
I'll pick Clay.
Klay Thompson?
You know why I'll pick Clay?
Because he's the perfect fit to any basketball team.
That and Clay is the most warrior of the warriors. He's not glitz, he's not glam, he's Clay. And you know what? I feel like Clay dislikes LeBron more than anybody on that Warriors team.
I don't know if Klay has emotions. I feel like he just drinks beer and chills.
Because think about it. LeBron, like Steph looked up to LeBron, then Steph beat LeBron and has beat him in 2 finals and has beat him in MVP twice, right? One of those MVPs LeBron definitely deserved, but...
Other one, Steph definitely deserved.
Exactly. But, like, so Steph went from a place to where he, like, really respected LeBron to where, like, they have a rivalry because, you know, in the 2016 finals, LeBron had to sun Steph. Think about it. LeBron, like, blocked his shot and was talking shit to him like, bro, Steph is 6'2", bro.
And then you got the next finals that Steph, you know, everyone knows the fucking slow-mo sequence that even though Curry might have traveled, he still cooked LeBron. He cooked him.
There's one play.
Certainly, but so is the block.
But but there's like there's beef there to where like Steph no longer like looks up to LeBron. He's like, fuck you, I'm better than you. He's wrong, but he doesn't give LeBron that LeBron respect. Where KD still grovels at LeBron's feet. Most players in the NBA grovel at LeBron's feet.
KD is a little interesting mindset.
But I'll say Steph and Clay are probably the only 2 players that don't grovel at LeBron's feet. Draymond does.
You think so?
Yeah, he's on uninterrupted. LeBron runs that shit. There's a healthy respect there. Like the shit talking that LeBron and Draymond have on the court is basketball shit talking, but the niggas text 2 weeks later. Like just the subtle shots.
I like that though.
I like it too.
I like
but
that.
But like the shit talking that LeBron has with Steph and Clay, that shit's personal. He don't fuck with them young niggas. So if LeBron's like the king of petty.
He is. He's a
LeBron picking up Clay before a Warrior could pick him up in the All-Star game just to take him away from them, that's a LeBron chess move. And you know LeBron's not above that shit. Because he's not picking Kyrie.
No. And then with the last pick, he'll pick Dwayne Wade over like someone who deserves to be in the All-Star game. Like he'll pick him over like Kemba even if Kemba averages like 25 and 7 or something like.
Well, you know Kemba's not great for the All-Star game as far as the optics go.
Hey, I think he's underrated as fuck at this point.
I think he's underrated as well, but I'm gonna lie to you.
Hey, you know what now I'm thinking about?
You know the first point guard out the East I'm picking for All-Star game?
First one?
Yeah.
Who you got? Ben Simmons? No, I'm joking. John Wall. No, clearly Wall.
John Wall.
Wall is by far the best.
Yeah, because he can shake you. And
You
he can dunk on your
you
ass.
think he's better than Westbrook?
I didn't say all that now.
No, I'm saying, what do you think? If you're starting a team, Westbrook or Wall?
Wall.
Absolutely.
Because Wall is he's matured more. He's more self-aware.
Better passer. Better defender.
Yeah, and he can do everything that Westbrook does, but he chooses not to for the betterment of his team.
Absolutely.
And,
all right, I'm glad we're there.
And the betterment for the locker room, because I feel like that fucking OKC locker room last year was terrible.
Yeah.
Everybody was afraid of Westbrook.
They're all scared of him.
I feel like motherfuckers wasn't going out for beers. Well, I'm not going out for beers in OKC either, but nobody's going to go hang out with Westbrook.
Hey, apparently that stadium area in that city is really cool. But
whatever.
the one thing I think defines Wall as like a really like fucking dude who knows what he's doing. I'm pretty sure him and Bradley Beal like really don't like each other at all, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all because it's fucking business, and they don't let that shit get between
And
them.
there's a healthy mutual respect for each other's talent.
And there's an on the court chemistry that makes the off court chemistry not matter.
Yeah, but like because Brad Beal's a motherfucker. I like Beal. I like the Wizards.
He's
man.
had one good year, so let's up it two.
I like the Wizards.
Uh-huh.
As much as I love LeBron, as LeBron goes east, goes west.